Oh, you know I appreciate you, sweet tea. What's going on, my friends? We're back for round 2 today. For some laughs, some gaffs, some roasts. Oh, I love you, sweet tea. What's going on, my friends? Let me get switched over. I'm just recovering from my cold again. Would you like me to start with a Wolfie Rob Haynes obscure message? No? Okay, we'll wait for a little bit. What a fucking spaz! What a spaz you is! Good to see you, Brian. Good to see you, Mr. Hemi. SR, what's up? Susan Bezio. Little message on the screen from you, from Earl. What a person feels they're in the right, they don't back down for any threats against them. In my mind, I'm right, and I'm not going to stop digging into things. Anyone against me better go sit in a corner. There's no stopping me. I got nothing to lose. Almost seems like a lyric from Turn Me Loose from Loverboy. Hey there, Earl. God damn. Oh, I appreciate that, shenanigans. Welcome in. Where is my live chat? Where is my live chat? Why isn't it popping up? Hello? Where's my chat box? Let me see. Sometimes things work around here, sometimes they don't. There we go. There's one. Now I feel better. Holy shit. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Let's see here. Take some of this off the screen. My chat box was hotboxed. Oh, yeah. I'm going to read you this. Ooh. I do have another theory on the Jack and Lily case. I love puzzles. This is from Guess Who? Guess who this is from? I love puzzles. This is from Daniel's buddy and Kent's buddy, Wolfie, the Wolf Pack. Rob Haynes. Rob Haynes. Listen to how monotonous this is. I've taken it from like a random part in the middle of a huge statement. I do have another theory on the Jack and Lily case. Oh, joy. I can't wait to hear it. I love puzzles, but I think there's 1 or 2 pieces missing. Kind of like the fucking number of things missing in your head. This one isn't as dark, I promise. If you choose to share it, AB, as I respect you and listen to you, you sure don't sugarcoat anything, and I would like your opinion. Can you fucking believe this? I've never read that far until like right now. This is like single white female level. Dude, you're a fucking weirdo, bro. That's how you know that they're all engaged in the background. Oh, I can't wait to talk. Just what you've always wanted. Me to come talk to you endlessly about all kinds of fucked up fantasies in my head. Do I look like a fucking psychiatrist, Wolfie? Get the fuck lost. Get to shaking. Yeah, he's love bombing me, Ginger. This is the type of shit that makes me cringe. If your point doesn't get across in the first sentence, sorry about your luck. All of this unsolicited. Oh, hey, he just wanted to stop by and let me know that Mike the Man, he's got a new video and he's going to drop some things today. Yeah, I've been telling him some things in the background. He's going to call him out on his channel. Make sure if you have some time to go watch. It's just all endless bullshit. That's how I know what he's up to, what he's trying to accomplish in the background. Mike already told him to fuck off. I guess Sunny exposed him over on her channel a couple weeks ago. I didn't know anything about that. Not that it really matters. But holy Hannah. This guy is some fucking stupid. Holy shit. Let me continue. Let me read. Oh, and I would like your opinion. Here's what I think, and of course, in my opinion, I believe this was a terrible accident, and it's being covered up. Hey, Wolfie, this is how I know you're a simp, dude. Accidents don't need cover-ups, you stupid fuck. Okay? There was no accident when it came to unaliving Jack and Lily, and there you go, volunteering all kinds of information again. They don't need a conspiracy to cover up an accident, especially times 2. That's how I know you're fucking stupid, bro. That's how I knew and know your intent is that of Janie and Daniels, to minimize their role in all of this, and it has been since day one, so you can just get on and spread all of that awareness. Tell everybody that you're this and that and the other fucking thing. You tell them anything just so that you can convince them of something. You never shut the fuck up. Does anybody care what your dad does for a living and how you pretend to help the RCMP so you can virtue signal nonstop? Bro, your fucking game is weak. Ginger's mom says, hey, isn't that exactly what Kent said in the beginning? Yeah, it's probably Kent's fucking lover. It's probably his fucking buddy that they exchange all kinds of playground fucking pictures with over the internets. Some CP, they call it. I know a fucking weirdo when I see one, and you're a weirdo, Kent, and so are you, Wolfie. Is that the type of hate that you guys can't stand anymore? From society? Brian Sutherland says, where the F is this guy from? Oh, he wants to tell you he's from out west in Alberta. Not like anybody cares. But the fact is that he's offering up all of this information unsolicited so that you get an illusion in your head. And let me tell you, he's in, and he goes over to everybody's channel. He's over at Ninchi's now, and he's always over there in Justin's trying to get involved over there. But it's more about manipulating the live chat audience for him. Not that it matters much, because people out there have been going at him, and he's the source of so many problems. All right? And that's what we're talking about a little bit tonight. And we're talking about Daniel, his buddy. Kent, oh, you guys, thank you so much. You guys are just doing so much. Uh-huh. Oh, God, you guys are just so fucking fantastic. Spreading all kinds of awareness for Jack and Lily, aren't you? Isn't that a good boy, Kent? Maybe you guys can stovepipe tonight after you get done hanging up some posters. Let me read this for you. Let me continue. I think that Daniel used MBM to get to town that Thursday before the Jack and Lily disappeared. I believe there was a meeting for a pickup at the dollar store. I can see rug deals. The guy even used RUG. Like he uses the term rug deals when he's sending me a fucking email. What a fucking weirdo loser. What a fucking weirdo, bro. Holy fuck. I can see rug deals a mile away, as I had a dealer as a roommate once. Oh, yeah. Not to mention that you're probably fucked up right now. You got a dealer right now. Maybe you've got 3 or 4. By the way that you act, this guy's a fucking weirdo, dude. Stalker. Dude. You're a fucking cyber stalker. You're a creep, bro. What a fucking weirdo. I can see rug deals a mile away, as I had a dealer as a roommate once. Once Daniel got his package from a coworker at the mill that he met up with. The kids, Daniel and MVM, headed home. Hint mind you, an employee claimed that he saw the kids, MVM and Daniel, in the parking lot twice in one day. Once at 11:30 and the other a few hours later. Then when MVM, Jack, Lily, and Daniel got home, he put his package in the shed without locking it up. I think both of the kids got into it. Jack was always curious and picked up things and always looked for bugs. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Whatever Jack saw, what was in the shed, he might have eaten it thinking it was candy. Yeah, all the time. Kids love meth. Then he shared it with Lily. The kids felt sick and went to bed later that evening. Daniel later found out the kids got into something and spent part of the night being suspicious. Oh, shit. So he just spent half of the night being suspicious, did he? Holy God. My fucking brain is rotting just listening to this asshole. Holy shit. Wolfie, has anybody told you how dumb you are, bro? What a fucking moron. Do you see? Oh, now I get it. Holy shit. Holy shit. Slow this train down. Is this what you guys get up there talking about in your little group up there on Facebook with Kent and Durwood? Oh, yeah. Why don't you guys come up in our special group? We can love bomb you up here. We can run a couple things by you. My name's Kent. Fucking bizarro. The Get Along Gang make me want to puke. Just a coughing seal like the janitor from Billy Madison. Oh shit, he's wearing a ski mask and high stepping in the shadows. Oh fuck. What on earth this guy on? It must be one of the Mattel and Mackenzie connections. Yeah, Coop, that's exactly it. It's hard for this asshole not to give himself up. Well, who's another individual that you know that can't fucking shut up for the life of him? Darren Geddes? It's like you guys both graduated from the same fucking school of retard. Oh my God.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
Yep. They do it for the same reasons. Oh God, just love the way you guys talk. I'm so glad that you explained that to me, Wolfie. Boy, you must have put a lot of fucking work into that. Can you fucking believe this asshole? First of all, he's so fucking stupid because he leaves it at a statement which, if you're reading up to that point, you can't possibly just skip over or ignore. It pisses you off as an individual reading it. Huh? No, it's not that Wolfie Vivalda. Don't worry about them. It's Rob Haynes. Daniel and Kent's buddy. Durwood's buddy. Oh, guys, remember, this is all about Jack and Lily. I told him that last week when he came in here. I know he's in here watching. He can't not watch. You have to watch me at all times. Does Ninchi know, AB? Yeah, she knows. She knows now. There's no possible way that she's going to fucking be on board with any of that. Oh, Wolfie's just such a smart guy. Oh, I trust you, Wolfie. Oh, don't do me like you did those others. Don't do me like you fucked over and fucked with half of the other creators on YouTube on behalf of Janie and Daniel. Wolfie, she goes live once, and how this guy ends up being a moderator, I'll never know. Obviously, he's got her going on through email in the background as well. Something's taking up all his time. Because he knows where he can pull his shit and where he can't, is the point to all of this, okay? He knows he can get away with it over at Nitchy because she's never around anywhere in that sense. But it's not that too far out of reach. Oh, God, just bring me some more of that juicy information that you got up there on the fuck book. Happy Valentine's Day to you, AB. Don't worry about him. He's just jealous. He's a wannabe. No, Vivaldi. No. You're not understanding what the problem is here. I'm explaining it to you. He's getting exposed. I'm not bothered in the least. It's a pleasure, as a matter of fact. Well, he's out in Alberta. Go check Alberta. Go search him out. He's up on Fuckbook. He's up on Facebook. He wants you to know he's got an alias called Wolfie316 as well. Nice takedown of the wolf. His paws are in all the chat, said Fred Baines. Oh, it's funny. It had to have been done. I've been ignoring it forever, just ignoring him. But I listened to everybody else complain about it. And so I know he's over there fucking manipulating the shit out of other people's channels. Mike's had enough of them. He has to go. He was probably over at Daphne's for a while, over at Shenanigans. He is a double agent in that sense. He needs to pretend he's your best friend, and then he goes and pulls all of this nonsense bullshit with people he tries to get in the minds of and take up the time through Facebook, through meeting them in live chats. All right? So there's a greater danger if you're unknowing. I'm telling you what he does. He is a bad actor on many levels. Oh, can we go on? Daniel. Let me see here. Where did he leave off? That makes me laugh. Let's see. Nah, fuck him. Fuck him. Oh, what are you going to do? Are you going to go to your channel and make fun of this? Who else says that? Durwood. They all say the same fucking thing. You guys up there touching each other, touching up on each other, bro.
Working around the clock, trying to piece everything together, and I'm grateful for that. But it always leaves the question, 6 weeks has gone by, and we know at this point they're not in the woods, and where are they?
Did you feel in the beginning that they suspected you?
Of course. The stepfather was always a prime suspect right off the beginning.
You felt that from the beginning?
Yeah.
But you don't feel that now?
Oh, thank you for educating us, Danny. Oh, thank you for educating us. Of course, in the beginning it's quite natural, but they don't feel that now. How does that SA charge feel, bitch? Helicopter Grandma, you don't need to feel stupid. These people are predatory in their behavior. This is why they need exposing. You can explain it to people a million times. Some people just still won't get it, guys. No reason to be sorry you didn't do anything wrong. You're actively trying to... you give people the benefit of the doubt until you can't anymore.
I don't feel that at all. I asked for the lie detector exam, the polygraph exam. I gave them my phone. I told them do drug tests because there's a lot of rumors online about a drug party. Mm-hmm. I know the person that said those rumors.
I'm not gonna stick up for you another
and
chance.
it was just to take the heat off themselves.
Was there any kind of party?
No.
Was there any kind of gathering that someone might have thought was a party?
No.
There were no people at the house?
No. Not the night before.
Okay, you mentioned you offered to take a polygraph test.
Yeah.
Did the RCMP take you up on that?
Yes, they did.
And how did that unfold?
That unfolded in my favor. They obviously know I wasn't lying about anything.
So they said, "Yep, great, thank you. Come in for a polygraph test."
Yeah, it took a little while to set up, and
when did you do that test?
I don't know the exact date, but that would be at least 3 weeks ago, probably.
So roughly 3 weeks after the disappearance.
Yeah.
And I think most Canadians
So this came out in 7 months ago, which would be what, August?
wouldn't have any idea what's involved with that. Can you describe the process? You go in and just tell us right from the start.
We go in, sit down in a big comfy chair, and they have multiple sensory pads. You have them underneath your forearms.
Yeah, the big
you have them
comfy
underneath
chair,
your butt,
Danny.
and you have them
Yeah.
underneath your feet with your shoes off. You have a sweat gland on one finger. You have a measuring instrument for blood flow that goes in and out of your hand. And you have a cuff on your arm for blood pressure to measure your pulse.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was extremely nervous. Especially with the first question they asked you, did you kill Lily and Jack?
Hey, Smiley? Yeah, especially with that first question. This boy got beat with the ugly stick. In your favor. Yeah, what is that favor? Oh, it worked out in your favor. In your favor. Think about it, in what context he's referring to that. And if he's being honest. He's just a fucking idiot. It's good to look back from time to time. In your favor, DM, says Helicopter Grandma, the transcripts say that Cody passed and DM and MBM were truthful, questioning the words. Listen, who cares? Who the fuck cares about what that test says? That's just an opportunity for them to analyze you, scrutinize you in a controlled setting. It doesn't mean shit. It's not admissible in court, doesn't have any impact. And especially in this fucking case there, Smiley. Look at this fucking tweaker. He couldn't wait to get over to Patty's and tell everybody that he passed and he didn't kill Jack and Lily. So it's since the get-go, it's been him and Janie, especially, side by side, introducing the red rum, the unaliving of two children by way of them, in that sense. Nobody else has put that on them. That's them voluntarily, unsolicited, offering up that reference while the kids are missing. Janie does it twice when she tells everybody in Facebook the reason why she came back, and she brought it up twice to Malaya. Oh, please don't tell me that the kids are... Could you imagine ever saying that to somebody? Could you imagine that being on your mind at that point in time, like it's nothing? Like you just slipped it into the conversation like nobody would notice? What? Janie, you're the only one talking about unaliving this, you know? Why don't you guys tell us what happened? What really happened? You guys really are telling us what happened. Not very cooperative, Janie. I can't wait to see Janie's special messages to AB. Oh, yeah. We got to wait till the future. Oh, yeah. It'll be fantastic. I'm sure it'll be hilarious. Janie, you're going to get life in prison, baby. ×2. Is that long enough for you, honey? For the longest time, I was like, he reminds me of someone. One day it hit me. It was Hans Klopek from The Burbs. Whatever satisfies that query. Like Janie saying, oh, don't Don't what me? I missed the bingo last night, Coop. What are you talking about? The hell? Hell are you talking about? They have no conscience, no soul, Mayflower? None. Look at what they're doing on the back of Jack and Lily in this situation. By the way, my channel comes highly recommended from Belinda Gray. Her latest statement patted me on the back for saying all of the things that she's unable to say in that situation right now. What do you think of that? What do you think about that there, Wolfie? What do you think about that, Durwood? Huh, Janie? You like that? That's true pro bono work. I'm doing some true legal counsel on her behalf. She doesn't even need to send me a dono. I do it because I love it. How can you not call this bullshit out when you see it? I mean, this is what the internet is for. That's what this is for. That's what this thing is for. It's so much fun calling out this bullshit. We can't do anything to change the past. People want to make you feel bad for not buying into the narrative that they're trying to push. No matter what happened, this is all just about Jack and Lily. That's why you need to donate and buy some of Kent's fucking idiotic bracelets and donate to some fucking bench to gaslight a bunch of kids at the school and traumatize them even further with getting them to talk about the shitty thing that happened to their classmates. No, it's not what you want to do in this situation there, fuckfaces. But you got everybody wanting to believe so fucking bad you guys are carny con men. Belinda knows that. That's why she gave me that pat on the rear. So I come 100% guaranteed, Daniel.
That was the first question they asked you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What went through your mind when someone's asking you that question so point blank like that?
I'm 100% Jack and Lily Sullivan approved. The only creator that's 100% approved. That's for sure. Absolutely, without a doubt, Jack and Lily would approve of every single message that comes through your speakers from this channel. And it didn't cost a thing. And it has everything to do with spreading awareness, but that's the work that I put forth. You don't have to sucker people into buying any kinds of weird fucking looking t-shirts or money for a stupid looking fucking sign. That's all been taken care of, asshole.
Your mind has a massive release of chemicals, I guess you would call them.
Dopamine. Hero's all about the chemicals in the brain. He's all about the chemies. Yeah, jeez. I can't believe this fucking moron is sitting here answering these questions like it's a thing. Oh, I'm just so affected by all of this. I was shitting my pants when I was in there about to take that polygraph test. Well, congratulations. That tells the cops everything they needed to know right there, asshole. But they didn't need a fucking sign to know that you're fucking guilty here. They didn't need any of that to know that there's something wrong here. They don't need a test. A test doesn't influence any of that. Look at what it's done to you in making you behave a certain way, one way or the other. For all of us to laugh at, scrutinize, analyze to a T. That's the point. That's the fun of the polygraph. The polygraph, the most important part of it is to see how you react to it. And what sort of answer is it worked out to your benefit? What sort of answer for a result to a test is that? Oh, shit. There is no passing or failing. They don't have to tell you anything. They don't have to tell you the truth. Listen, in Canada, it's a big thing, especially right now, as you can see these issues that are going on with mass shooters in the news out in BC. But there's another situation that popped up that reminds me kind of what Daniel is going through right now. And it had to do with a dude that just stabbed his 7 and 4-year-old child. Stabbed them. He's a YouTuber, lives in his van, stabbed them, and they released them until his court date. Now, what is it you have to do in this country to get, it's what they call famously catch and release. They'll have their reasons for it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing says a violent offender like a parent who's just used a knife on purpose towards their own children. Now, that makes you ask, what do you need to do to get thrown behind bars until your court date? You would think that would be it. Anyway, I don't know much about the situation, but if you go up on X, it'll pop up. It's all over X right now. But it reminded me a bit. And by the way, it's not the RCMP's fault, Mrs. Bartman. You don't have to blame the RCMP. It's those who make the laws, in that sense, who push for these laws, the lobbyists, if you will, in that sense. The RCMP just enforce some policy. It doesn't make it any less as frustrating. Yeah, Truth and Beauty 25. Your daughter lives in Calgary and saw his crazy van today. Oh, yeah, he's LGBTQ plus 2. He's a fucking freak, bro. You should go and get a load of this guy. You thought Wolfie was a freak? Yeah. It's terrible here in Ontario, trust me. Unalivers getting out after 2 years. Yeah, well, we don't have to worry about this circumstance. We just have to, let's hurry up and get things going in that sense. Makes you wonder. But it made me think about Daniel's situation in what they have to, prosecute him with here, coming up with these, these charges. I trust them in this circumstance. I trust them wholeheartedly, meaning the RCMP. There's without a doubt, they're on the right track.
It's like your stress levels just astronomically through the roof, and your body doesn't know what to do because it's not every day.
Could you imagine that? His body doesn't know what to do. You're just so doing the funky chicken. You're just so fucked up and tripped out because you're hooked up to a polygraph examination. Think about how he's describing it. What an idiot. Why are you so nervous, you freak? Why are you so nervous, Danny? You got something to be nervous about? I'd say you do. Oh, I'm this way because it's not every day that you're hooked up being asked these questions. What the fuck do you think is going to happen? Innocent people don't act that way. So you really affirmed any suspicion that the cops had against you to begin with. What a loser. You see that, Wolfie? What do you think of that there, buddy? Why don't you send me another 500-word breakdown about what your new theory is that you want to talk and walk back the next 1,500 words? Oh, Kent's such a nice guy. He's such a caring individual. Oh, I simp for Kent. I just love him. He's not capable of anything like this. He's not even capable of trimming his fucking beard. He looks like a goddamn walrus, a dirty old fucking man. The dude that gets caught playing with himself at the kiddie pool, watching all the little bikinis running around. Little freak. That's you guys. You guys have been asked to leave many a playgrounds. Did you wear your clean dirty shirt this time? Fucking guys.
Where you're hooked up to machines in an interrogation room where someone asks you questions like that.
What other kinds of questions did they ask you?
All the questions pertain to the death of Lillian J. Are you accessory to the murder of Lillian J? They were all...
So all of the questions assumed that the children are no longer alive?
Yeah.
There were no questions at all about, did you take them somewhere? Could
No.
they be somewhere?
No.
The police have done a number of polygraph tests. They've done 53 formal interviews. Do you know who these people are?
Yeah.
That's a lot of interviews.
It is a lot of interviews. A lot of them are my family, people that live in the area. And those interviews, typically, my interview was 4 hours. And a lot of the interviews from my family were 1-2 hours. So there's a lot of time taken up and they ask detailed questions.
Do you know who else actually took a polygraph test?
I mean, I do, but I'm not going to say anything that's going to impede the investigation.
Oh, look at you. Ooh, I can't say. Mr. Secrets. No reason to have any secrets, Mr. Innocent. Remember this? The constable said Geddes was confrontational and evasive to questions asked of him and wanted police to provide him with information about the investigation. The document said, you remember that, Darren Geddes? You remember that, Durwood, Kent, Wolfie? There's a whole gaggle of them, friends, and they love to hang out because they've got nothing better to do out there. Hang out and tell each other how cool they are and blow smoke up their ass and come to each other's defense underneath your comments on Facebook and stalk you and get in your DMs. Gaslight you. Oh yeah, the constable said Geddes was confrontational and evasive. Yeah, we've noticed. He's a fucking liar and he's been lying every step of the way. Just like Wolfie every step of the way. Same time frame, same time period. You guys are just so fancy. He became upset when his questions were not answered. Could you imagine? Durwood? That is something that we got to see. That's going to be a popular RCMP body cam video, wouldn't it? That sounds like a really interesting conversation. I can't wait to see that one. That's right up there on the priority list. How about you guys? Whoa. Let me run a few things by you. Mister, I've got all kinds of fucking information. Oh, I'm so close to Janie and Daniel, and let me tell you. Yeah, they're just not capable of murder. They're not capable of doing this to two harmless kids. Yo, okay, we'll trust you, you fucking weirdo, booze-nose, honky fuck. Exactly, JM221. Exactly. Oh, we'll just take your word for it, guys. We trust you. God, you must be working so hard as these part-time cyber sleuths and cyber stalkers. You're out there listening right now with a sad face, a sad emoji look on your face. I wonder if the RCMP will allow us to purchase the Axon body cam footage. Oh, we don't need a GoFundMe for that. You just go and do it. Believe me, you'll get your money back in views. Yeah, well, we will. That's going to happen, baby. Wait till we figure out more about these charges, then we can go and do that on a second, away from the Jack and Lily thing, because it's unrelated when it comes to charges in that sense. Isn't that handy? I wonder how many more of these unrelated things are going to come their way. Woo, that one was out of left field. Damn. You almost got away with it too if it wasn't for those pesky kids. What a bunch of rookies. The best you had is to come out publicly and just lie like you throw shit against a wall and hopefully something sticks. Nothing's been close to the truth. Nobody believes you. The fact that you fucks go that extra mile to try to pretend and look that, how could we be guilty of any of this? You're going to be accountable for what you did to Jack and Lily, whether you like it or not. We didn't expect you to go easy. But the fact that you guys can't get it out of your mind about everybody's opinions about reality surrounding this situation, that's what bothers you assholes the most, and that's just fantastic. That's what makes it worth getting up every day and talking about this every night. Because it's you who can't handle it all. It's you that needs to post all of these nasty attempts at intimidation. You couldn't intimidate a grandma, and you're in no position to be intimidating anybody, considering where you are on the scale of things when it comes to this investigation. And by the way, it's still a missing persons investigation, meaning that at any point in time, they can start searching up Kent. They can start searching up Durwood. They'd have reason to gather his digital forensics. Isn't that right, Rob Haynes? Just everybody, right down the line, all of your communications. That's like a bowling. That's like a strike. What do you say to my chat, Lynn? Who here, Hear? Who here? I hear, out of both ears, thinks that those three were hoping to put up a GoFundMe and cash in while this played out. Well, they do that anyway. What the hell's going on over there? They do that anyway. They do this anyway. That fucking idiot, the first thing he did was go up and talk about how hard he has it and how much he needs all of these people to help him because he's just such an upstanding citizen of Pictou County. This Kent Corbett fuckface, this idiot, this pretend fucking mechanic who's got such a busy business. He spends all day in a fucking chair on the internet, eating bonbons and letting his weird beard grow and catching cookie dust on his fucking 25-year-old holy t-shirt that he wears out at night. Nasty son of a bitch. Right, Black Opal and the bracelets. Oh, the awareness bracelets. Fuck, thank God for you guys. Yeah, God, you're just so diehard. You must really care. Oh, no way. I'm going Fred Baines. I'm going for 7 to 10 years on these charges, Fred.
Okay. When did you find out the result of your test?
Immediately right after.
What did they say to you?
You did a good job, you passed.
And how did that feel?
Good.
Good.
And did you feel that there was any further suspicion on you after that point, or was that
Felt
sort
so
of
good.
concluded?
No, that was really when I seen the turning point for it starting to taper off with investigators.
Do you know if Malaya has taken one?
I don't know if I can say it, but I will anyway. Yes, she did take one.
Okay, she took one. Do you know the result?
No. RCMP wouldn't let tell me I asked.
You said you feel like everyone in the world wants to know what happened to Lily and Jack.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think this is getting so much attention?
Well, just the mysterious and nature of everything and how strange everything is. The RCMP, you know, I mean, they have to keep a tight lip on everything, but There's a lot more that meets the eye with the case.
Is there something that you think the public doesn't know that you can share?
Yeah, there definitely is more than meets the eye with this case. They're fun, boy. Burning down his building was a warning to him and getting rid of evidence at the same time, Black Opal? Could very well be. We could expect that, but it's not the end of the world. Like a scene that has, like Garlock Road, a scene like this that was cleaned and planned isn't going to have a smoking gun. And in the totality of the scope of the situation, that's evidence in of itself. Especially when the adults that were supposedly last with Jack and Lily act as though they do and don't want to be as open, and they just like to create that illusion of being transparent and open, but really they have no context or rationale or examples of how they were. Not that it matters much. The bottom line is they don't want to tell you what happened to the kids. They don't want to fill in the minutes and the hours leading up to when they called the RCMP, and they can't get their stories straight. And they contradict each other. They undermine each other for 9 months publicly. All evidence that's going to be used against them. That paints a picture of the probabilities of what they did to Jack and Lily. Jack and Lily didn't wander away on their own volition. They didn't have a mishap. The first thing, if you hadn't noticed, would have been the shoving their stories down your throat with no room to be questioned. This is what happened. This is it. And if you don't believe it, you're stupid. They said absolutely nothing on their own behalf other than where exactly they were standing, and wait for it, the fact that they were all drifting in and out of sleep. That way they couldn't have possibly been responsible for what happened or what they want us to believe happened to the kids that day. They've lost in their own alibi, in their own story that's fabricated. Okay, it doesn't make sense on that front, and it certainly doesn't make sense into what really happened, the truth about what happened to Jack and Lily, the truth that they're lying, the truth that they're avoiding, the thing that they keep referencing. DM wants the book closed. Yeah, Helicopter Grandma wanted the cadaver dogs, and then when they showed up, DM said he knew 100% they're not in the woods. Well, listen. Danny is all about the performance. He's a fool. And he's desperate. And there's always an answer, just like there's always an answer as to why the kids went to school with black eyes and marks all over them, why they go in dirty clothes, piss-soaked, stinking, underclothed. This is everybody's story, and they haven't been in school very long. And oh yeah, Daniel looks after all of that stuff. Malaya had him look after all of it. He's just such a fantastic father. Dude's a tweaker, bro. You never fell for any of their stories, says Helicopter Grandma. Unbelievable. All about them. This is where it all happened, AJM. You must think we are all stupid. You're stupid too, she says. You can go F yourselves. Yeah, that's her story. And if you don't know about dogs, you don't know anything about dogs then. You don't know anything about carpentry then. You're stupid. If you don't believe me, then you're stupid. You better be nice to me or I'll go. I'll leave. I'll get out of this chat right now. I'm doing you all a favor with all of this. That's her attitude, hasn't it? That's her attitude to a group of people. Oh, Walt, there's Walt 1966. Hey, Rob Haynes. Hey, Wolfie. Walt, did you hear what Wolfie, he had a message to you. Apparently, You've offended that scoundrel Daniel and Kent's friend, Wolfie. I guarantee that Kent and Derp see dollars and land in the case. What are you talking about? Oh my God, we all surely can't go on much longer with this case. Somebody's got to crash and break soon. The facade they have created cannot go on forever. Well, it's not going on forever. Look, it's open right there. They're not really fooling anybody. It's an effort in vain in that sense. You can't wait to see my Janie characterization in the one-man show, AB. Oh, old Janie. What do you think she's going to do? She's just going to fake an injury. She's probably just going to keel over and fall on the ground and start pretending to have a seizure. Oh, I can't move. What DM says in the CBC interviews could be complete BS. Well, of course they are, Fred Baines. That's the point. That's why we watch it. That's why we listen. Are you new? I don't think you're new. Don't forget she swears on the Bible, so it must be true. Oh, and her daddy's grave. Oh, now we trust you. Thank you, the real Norbeaster. There are many faces of Daniel, many personalities. I'm doing my part, AB, but Wolfie, in my honest opinion, is akin to Danny and Janie, says Walt. They are all in it and making deals premeditated and planned, in my honest opinion. Yeah, we're with you, dude. Oh, that's what Wolfie must have been trying to call you out for, that perspective you have. Well, high five. You're right on the money. Yep. Oh, they think they're fucking slick, too, which is hilarious. You guys are the most illiterate bunch of fucking backwoods redneck inbred dumbasses that I've ever encountered. And you're not fooling anybody. The fact that you're obsessed with me like this, a single white female, and other people's channels in that sense, because you have to try somehow to get into the mind and into the narrative of the information coming across the channel. Oh my God, these guys. Every time one of their plants comes into the case and lose their credibility, they send in their next stooge, says Miss K. Yeah, exactly. Oh, please, AB, get in my DMs. DM me on Facebook. Oh, yeah. That's you're trying to do to me to what Daniel did to Malaya, you fucking idiot. You guys are trying to groom the channel host. You tried to groom Mike DeMann. You're trying to groom Ninchi right now. There's some examples. If you can put yourself through it, it's all in the language. This dude, if you read this dude, you feel dirty. It's like, oh, I feel like violated somehow after this guy's expressing this to me. Fuck. I couldn't handle reading past 2 sentences before. Now it's just entertainment. Beware of the wolves. That's right, Michelle. Hello, welcome in. And only one of them reads books but can spell, LOL, Walt says. Oh my God, it's so bad. They don't have a very good attention span, which comes with the mathematics, with the substances that they're on. And it sticks out. Oh, Danny boy. Oh, Danny boy.
It's been 6 weeks now since you've seen Lily and Jack. I just want to ask, how are you holding up?
It's been a long 6 weeks. I know that everybody basically in the world at this point is always wanting to know like what happened. It's been...
Now, I'm not sure if we're playing compare back and forth, but didn't this fucking guy say this on the first one? Or is this the first one? Ah, this is the same one, you dumbass. I picked up the wrong one. Hold on. Wait a second. Oh, shit. I hit the wrong one. Fucking idiot. The guys that don't get paid enough, that's working the back rooms, that puts this into the final edit, you know, they don't get paid enough. He was, you know, they did this interview before the charges came out for Daniel. So here's an instance where you get to see him in a certain way, a certain perspective that's special before he's affected by the dastardly news that's being put on him. Why ask? Robin says, why ask how he's holding up? How are Jack and Lily holding up? Robin says, they're not. Oh, you should just plead straight guilty, Anastasia. He's just going to go straight guilty. You think he's going to go to trial? That should be rich. See, I'm going to opt out with this guy avoiding trial at all costs to not risk any more information coming out on the stand that's going to work against him in the long run with Jack and Lily. But we'll see how it plays out.
Okay, Daniel. So what's the latest with this case?
I think we're going to have to dive into some questions so I can, you know, really try to answer that because, I mean, there's so much.
Oh, there's so much information. Oh, like, for example? Like what? There's just so much positive news coming down the line. Like, I just got slapped with a sexual assault charge, and a forcible confinement charge. But I don't know it yet. That's probably my favorite part of it already. Well, I hate to rain on your parade there, fun boy. I wish she served him those charges right there on camera. That would have been fantastic.
But what I can say is my blood was taken or drawn, and you know, they got a few drops of my blood for that, for, you know.
And for the fact that you're going to be a soon-to-be sex offender, you're going to be on the registry, boy. Are you going to put that on your Grindr profile now?
I'll check my DNA because my DNA is obviously going to be on the blanket. But I can't really disclose, and I'm pretty limited on what I know about the blanket at this moment. But I can say, like, with the DNA collection, something's definitely proceeding forward with that.
How did that go when they took your sample? Did they take you into the station?
Yeah, it was done at the station. An investigator did it. They have an applicator, which, you know, they hit the end of your finger with it, just like you were testing for your blood sugar. Just, you know, pinch the...
Oh, please tell me more. God, this is so insightful. Thank you so much. You're doing so much on behalf of Jack and Lily. God, you're really spreading some awareness here. That's some Kent level awareness. What do you think, Wolfie? Man. Just wow. Wow.
The end of your finger, and I had to squeeze for 20 minutes to get some blood out. But after we get those 4 drops out, it goes onto a little pad, and it's put in a envelope and then plastic bag and then sealed up for evidence.
Do you know of anyone else who had their sample taken?
No. I was never disclosed any of that.
Yeah.
Nor do I ask because I know I would not get an answer in return.
Right. You've been asking questions.
Yeah, I ask a lot of questions. Sometimes they can't answer.
And was that voluntary, or did they?
That was 100% voluntary. They never have to get a warrant to do anything. I'm always cooperative. Just like in the past, I keep asking them, do you want my phone? Do you want me to do
You
more
want to see my phone,
polygraphs?
guys?
Like, I'm open to everything. And I always tell them that. They say, Daniel, no, we don't need your phone. Daniel, no, it's not necessary to do any more polygraphs. So at this point, I'm very cooperative, you know. And when they did up the paper for consent on my DNA, you know, they fill in the paper, you know, May 2nd, missing persons case for Jack and Lily. And then they go through it. And then there's the box checked for criminal involvement, no criminal involvement. And they check the box for no criminal involvement. And I put my signature on it, and there was my consent.
How did you feel when you saw that box was checked?
Very happy. But I've known for, you know, since the start that I'm 100% innocent.
You're 100% innocent of what? Of what? Wolfie, what do you think that he's omitting from that sentence? You're such a professional at omitting most of your sentences. What do you think he's omitting? Right on, Trail Hiker. You know he's lying. Oh, yeah, they've known since the start. I've known since the beginning of this that I'm 100% innocent. There we go again. There we go again with you not wanting to commit linguistically as to what exactly you're insinuating happened to Jack and Lily. And then all of a sudden you come up with this red rum. You're telling us, fool.
But to see investigators say that to me before, but then also, you know, see it visually with my own eyes, it was a big thing.
So it's your understanding you believe that RCMP do not consider you a suspect?
I'd say 100% I'm not considered as a suspect at this point.
Why is that?
I mean, from that box being checked. But we can also go back to when I had my polygraph exam. When we went over the questions beforehand, all the questions were on death, right? So they concluded that by the end of it, I was truthful with all my all my answers. So I didn't have anything to do with the murder of Lily and Jack. And there was no questions on the disappearance or abduction.
Oh. With the murder. Well, fancy he just said that. Who brought up red rum? Danny did. Well, that's that's something. That's a baby step, Daniel. Now, why would you bring up Jack and Lily being red rummed? And there being a cover-up. Man, that's so specific.
Or kidnapping or anything of that nature. I was truthful with all my all my answers, so I didn't have anything to do with the murder of Lily and Jack.
Look at that. He gave himself away. Look at those fucking eyes, friends. No! Shit.
With the murder of Lily and Jack.
See right there? Let me get a screenshot of that. God damn it. We got to do it again.
Didn't have anything to do with the murder of Lily and Jack.
Right there. Take a look. I'm going to go show you guys first before I ruin it again. Whoa, see? Take a look at his face. Let me unlock this and zoom in for you. To make it easy for you, my friends. What does that look on his face look like? Well, he said it. He hit too close to home. His eyes are wide open. He's surprised. Oh, it just came flowing out of me. That's exactly what you did, Danny. Ooh, it gives him a shiver. This is what he's trying to avoid at all costs. And here he is so loose with his lips. They just flowed right out, right in front of the CBC. That's exactly, Danny, what it is that you did and what it is that you're doing. Just because you're telling us that that's not what you're doing doesn't change the fact that that's what happened. That's an aw shit look, Danny. You see that, Wolfie? That's an aw shit eyes. Aw shit. Aw shit. That came out. Let's look at it. Timestamp 3 minutes and 42 seconds.
So they concluded that by the end of it, I was truthful with all my all my answers. So
Oh yeah.
I didn't have anything to do with the murder of Lily and Jack. And there was no questions on the disappearance.
Whew. I'm feeling a little hot right there. A little flushed now. Whew. Whew. I better be careful. I'm getting ahead of myself now. It's funny how far you've come. Finally got it out of you. And actually, Lily and Jack are two separate people. A little mistake that you keep making, asshole. Lily and Jack are two separate people. Those would be two separate red rums, two separate charges, twice the accountability required, twice the punishment. But you're lumping everything up as into one. Isn't it interesting how he does that? Trying to pretend that it was one significant event. Is that telling us a little bit more? Was there one significant event that took both children's lives, or were they in two different events? But the result was the same. This Lily and Jack, this lumping them together. He just told us what he did. Embedded admission. Oh yeah, Daniel's come through for us before. Kim Elton. Oh yes, he's innocent of all with that box checked. You said innocent of red rum DM. Who asked you? Well, who brought that up? Yeah, he's just volunteering that. And his mom volunteers the red rum too. Or don't tell me the kids are dead. Please, Malaya, the person I never talked to, who I disparage at every opportunity, don't tell me that your children are dead. I came back in such a hurry after I ignored your call. Here, let me hold you. Let me put my arms around you. Don't you tell me that your children are dead. That's how Janie portrays it. Don't buy it. The significant part of all of that was Janie introducing the fact that Jack and Lily are dead. Why else would that be brought up when you called the RCMP in order to help find Jack and Lily? And isn't it you assholes that keep using that term rhetorically? Hope? See, what you're doing isn't even related to having hope. Hope doesn't sell out. Hope doesn't run away from Garlock Road.
The questions were on death, right? So they concluded that by the end of it, I was truthful with all my answers. So I didn't have anything to do with the murder of Lily and Jack. And there was no questions on the disappearance or abduction or kidnapping or anything of that nature. So that leaves me with, I didn't murder the kids. I have nothing to do with the disappearance because they did not ask any questions on that.
And so you mentioned that in the polygraph, they didn't ask you about the disappearance and whether you had anything to do with it. But I'm going to ask, did you have anything to do with the disappearance of Jack and Lily?
No.
Did you kill them?
No.
What do you think happened to them?
At this point, I'm completely just not sure. I mean, I've thrown speculation out in the past.
At this point, all of this time, you're just not sure what happened that day? Oh, total avoidance. That's the only thing 100% around here, bro. Parents who have children missing for 20 years would never say that, Kelly says. Welcome in, darling. Hello, Shy. Mama, first, I don't think he's intelligent enough to run and get away. He may try, but he won't make it. There won't be any running away. Where the hell is he going to run to in Nova Scotia? You better get on a boat, boy. You better get yourself on a boat. Jen Nova, you like him? Oh, you've thrown out speculation. I mean narratives. You remember this line? Yeah, you've been trying to push all kinds of narratives online. We've noticed there, Danny boy. You and your buddy Durwood and Kent and Wolfie. Rob Haynes. Your main squeeze. Or there will be no running away. Hope he can swim, though, Little Bet says.
And, narratives that I think, or theories that, what I think may have happened.
I love this slip up.
Thrown speculation out in the past and, narratives that I think, or theories that, what I think may have happened.
Well, see, he's not lying, is he? It's just that he really doesn't know. He's not smart enough to know the definition of the words that he's trying to use in these situations, and he gives himself away a lot of times. Yeah, and these slips, right? Ugh, not you again. Yeah, Daniel, you're not the smartest out there. It makes me laugh. Especially in this circumstance. Especially when you're trying to get away with this. The only thing that you've done with the RCMP is lie to them. You've made them do all of this the hard way, the expensive way. They're not going to be they're not going to go easy on you in that sense when it comes to doling out punishment. You're going to get the max and then some. DM said they'd never asked him that question. Still not cleared there, DM. Well, geez, Sunshine. They pulled you in for all of those tests to try to help clear your name. Remember what they told you? It's all voluntary anyway. Come on in. We want to help clear your name and all of this. Still haven't heard them clear your name. The RCMP would have prioritized that. Oh, please, everybody, leave Daniel alone. We know he's guilty as fuck, but please don't remind him because we don't want his feelings to get hurt.
But at this point, I have to just go with what the RCMP say because they have so much information. They have more resources. And
well, the RCMP say that you're going to be a sex offender. That's what they say. Oh. Well, that's why I'm saying he's just going to have to plead guilty to it.
They're the ones that are fully invested in this case. They have the, intellect and professional training to do what they do. It's been 8 months, and I know a lot of people think that, the kids are not alive anymore, but I hold out hope 100%. I'll always hold out hope every day.
What the fuck does that mean?
There's no reason not to.
Yeah, there is. There's all kinds of reasons to. You're holding out hope 100%. Hope doesn't mean anything, you fucking idiot. You can hope all you want that they don't figure out what you really did to these kids. You can hope 1,000% it's not going to change anything. Your hope and Janie's heart, you guys are disgusting individuals. You've lied to every individual in your family, and you've done it on the backs of 2 toddler children. From a person that you gaslit, forced into her life, took over her life like a parasite, like you did Janie's. Everybody in your family can relate to that part of it. Janie has the same problem Malaya does in a way. Oh, it's going to be a pleasure.
Do you think it's criminal?
Yes. But it will not pivot to a criminal case or a criminal investigation from a missing persons until they have a suspect and they're going to be investigated and then, formally charged.
Do you get any sense from RCMP that they believe this is criminal?
Yes, but they don't openly share that or talk about that.
All of a sudden he's really thinking those wheels are grinding up there. Oh, I'm trying so hard to be cooperative. You guys must be really thankful. I'm really being helpful here, aren't I? Trail Hiker, I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the super chat. Oh, Daniel's trying to force out a thought here. Yeah. I really don't want to talk about Malaya. Please don't bring up anything about Malaya. Well, it's going to be fairly difficult not to bring anything up about Malaya when it's her children that are missing. Mr. used to be or want to be their stepdad when it's your convenience. Oh, God, I just had such a special bond with these kids. Only I can control them. Remember that, Danny? When you said only I can control them. They don't listen to Malaya. Cracking your whip. What'd you do to the kids? You're like Jason Voorhees. You're like a goddamn horror movie scoundrel. A caricature. Boy, those rugs really changed you. Make you crazy. They make you controlling. Make you possessive. They've really damaged your brain, boy. You're nothing but a dirty, low-down, child-abusing freak who likes to take his anger out on the ones that he tells he loves.
Concept with me. That's pretty limited. They use use the least amount of words they can to convey what they're trying to get across or questions, or it's usually me who tries to dive in depth with them, but they're pretty tight-lipped on everything, and they should be.
How many times have they officially interviewed you?
Formally interviewed. The very first one was about 4 hours, and since then, I'd say about maybe 5 times. I don't know the count exactly.
Oh, Genova, that's very generous of you. Thank you for the super chat, darling. Black Opal, in your opinion, Danny is so friggin' sure of himself, as I think he's got away with red rum before. No, it's just, listen, don't let it fool you, or don't let it get too far in your head. He's confident because he thinks that that's going to sell his story. He's pretending. He's the only one that needs to buy his lies. If he believes them, then somebody else will believe them too. That's the best that he can do in the moment. He's not fooling anybody. We don't expect him to tell us the truth. He's lied. That ship has sailed. He tries to control so much because, truthfully, he's out of control. He has none, Mama First. Good point. Martel, I hope you wake up in sweats, says Miss Bartman. I love those kicks, Danny boy, says Kelly. He really believes he's informing the public with an official update, says Jessica Clapping Steel. Oh, yeah. Just fantastic. This is better than Weekend Update on SNL. Man, thank you so much. Oh, God. Oh, can we buy some fucking bracelets? Do you have any window stickers that I can put on? Some Jack and Lily Sullivan window stickers? Oh, my God. Can I be your cheerleader? Yeah, little Bet, say hello to your husband for me. Vivalda says, could I dare, because when Daniel applies for legal aid in Canada, when you own property, you got to pay for it out of your property when it sells. don't know anything about that. It's not going to save Danny boy. Jody Hines, AB, Daniel's command of English reminds me of Cliff Clavin from Cheers. That's just saying. That's pretty funny. Yeah, when Cliff fucks things up. Yeah, but his are scripted. But I know what you're saying. Same sort of thing. And yeah, they always, if there's an analogy out there, they'll reverse the analogy. They'll fuck up the analogy. They do that many times. You're right. Jen Nova, you're saying it would be perfect if Daniel gets a bottom shelf lawyer. Well, Kent will be his representative in Durwood. Oh, let me give you some advice. I've been talking. I know this guy. I know this fucking guy. Oh yeah, he's been in this situation before. You can help me right out. Let me put a call into him. I'll give you some advice. No worries, Daniel. I'll get you right out of this one, pal. Anastasia, the Dunning-Kruger effect. You're not smart enough to know the things that you're not smart enough. Or that makes you... Yeah, that applies to Daniel in this, but Daniel know, and he's cognizant of the fact that he's lying. Excuse me. I have to get a drink.
Exactly, but probably around 5 times.
And when was the latest one?
The latest one would have been, that would have been on the blanket. So, and the actual formal interview for that wasn't very long. That was probably about 20 minutes. But the amount of time I spend with them is a lot because we go over a lot. It's just me asking questions and how can I help them, and so it's usually like an hour and a half to 2 hours. I only plan on being there for 20 minutes or whatever they have to do with me. But it's just like we just keep talking.
And so when you say interviews, that would be recorded on the record interrogations?
Yes. Yeah, that's the audio recordings.
There have been allegations from Malaya's friends and family that you were abusive to her. Were you?
No.
Wrong.
They said that when she moved in with you, she cut off all contact with them.
So it's interesting when this idiot gets asked this question. He's so stunned by it. It's like his head is on a bobble, like a bobblehead doll. No, but he keeps nodding his head. Yes, you guys have noticed that too, I think. Watch this again. He's answering no, but his head's shaking yes. Oh yeah, there's a problem with that answer. Just more textbook. Like this guy just keeps signaling.
And family that you were abusive to her. Were you?
No.
They said that when
look at the fucking guy's this guy's head is bouncing, never stopping. It hasn't stopped bouncing up and down. She hit him with a question that he didn't like all that much. He was still nodding yes when he was shaking his head no. If you can even imagine that to be possible, this asshole did. Do you think I'm David Blaine up in here, bro? No, I ain't David Blaine, Wolfie. Your buddy really did that. Hey, Janie, did you get a load of this? Holy shit. Just when you think that things couldn't possibly get any worse, Daniel gets stunned. It's like a Mike Tyson uppercut. Pooh! Right in his chin. I wonder, this dude was probably nodding when the cops gave him those charges. Could you imagine having that privilege? First of all, could you imagine giving him... Which one would you give him first? Oh, Danny. I've got something I need to serve to you here, buddy. I'd like to first present you and notify you that you've been served with a, wait for it. No, no need to sit down, with an assault charge. Oh, no, don't go anywhere, son. Don't go anywhere. We're not done yet. Oh, we're not done yet. Could you imagine him shitting his pants between like realizing from the first charge that there's another one coming? And then the look on this fucking idiot's eyes after he realizes that there's a third one coming. Oh, man. That's 3 strikes, you're out. That's 3 straight strikes. No wonder he's not saying anything. We need to get a Danny bobblehead just for this. We've got to watch this one more time. Man, I envy the cops that got to serve him this. Some people get the good jobs, right? Here we go. Watch closely.
Been allegations from Malaya's friends and family.
Look at him
that you
bobbing.
were abusive to her. Were you?
No.
Still bobbing.
They said that
high
when
tense.
she moved in with you, she cut off all contact with them and you monitored her phone.
She also monitored mine. We both had the same passwords on our phone. And
Oh, she also monitored mine. What kind of answer is that? Danny, I understand that you've murdered or unalived 35 people. Oh, yeah, well, so did this person. That isn't exactly engaging in the conversation. That's deflection. Not that it matters. Ooh, is it getting hot in here, Danny? Ooh, I have to take off this sweater. Yeah, he's pissed there, you think, Ellum? I think he's a little bit perturbed, too. A big star like Daniel didn't expect to get treated like this when he agreed to the CBC to come down there and spread some awareness, did he, Kent? Jeez. You think that they would get to know, by all they've got to know with Danny now, that they would have been a lot friendlier. Okay, Melton, he's getting arrested and he's getting the fuck locked up. It's all in vain. That's how blatant this situation is. What do you think happens when kids just disappear from the home in which they were supposed to be watched, supposed to be engaged with their family in, and the family wants to pretend as though nothing abnormal happened? The kids just walked out. Yep. No, we don't need to answer any more questions. There's nothing more to remember. Nothing significant happened. What do you think happens? You get the book thrown at you. That's like telling the cops, I'm guilty, and I'm not going to fucking tell you what it is I did. I'm going to make you figure out what it is that I did, and good luck at it. Non-answers. You've presented the cops with non-answers. You could have said anything. You could have put anything in the timeline. You could have lied in the timeline, but you didn't even want to risk going that extra step, telling me that you're desperate, that you didn't plan this out very well. There's gaps, there's holes. You did something. Janie was there. She's an accomplice, an accessory after the fact, giving her double life sentences as well. She's balls deep in this, pal. You both are going away for life. Now, what about Malaya? It's not going to matter. Figure that out in the wash. When it comes to this bunch, there's a whole group of accessories after the fact. Not just with for the incident that occurred to Jack and Lily, but in the separate crimes of conspiring to cover up and to obstruct justice. There's so many fucking crimes down the line that these assholes have made themselves. They've incorporated Durwood and Kent and old Rob Haynes into it all. And we get to watch it and experience it. But don't be fooled by them as though they're out here and innocent of any wrongdoing. Quite the opposite. I'm not even feeling that I need to remind people of that because it's so blatantly obvious. Not even worried it's a possibility. It's so far gone from Daniel's control right now. There's no possible way that he's fooling fucking anybody in what it was he was trying to do back in June, July, August, September, trying to divert people's attention who wanted to engage with the case. He was wanting to be right there and take all of your calls. You should have put up a 1-800 number, boys. That way he could fix whatever was wrong in your mind and get you to believe him. Carol Johansson says, taking someone's life destroys the soul of whoever did that evil deed. Twice he is dying inside. Whether he knows it or not, inside his body and next inside the penitentiary. Yep. Well, he's numb to it all now because he knows what it is that he did. He's numb to whatever's coming. No, he's not. A person who's numb to it doesn't make it a point to use it in his pleas to the public in order to garner some sympathy, to make him look virtuous over all of the righteous speculation coming his way, because nobody can possibly believe his bullshit. Too bad there wasn't actually a car. You would have something to blame it on, Danny. Too bad there wasn't not something involved. You didn't even want to hazard a guess. You want everybody else to fill in the blank for you. That's a bit suspect. You're so terrified to come out with any claims as to what you thought happened to the kids. Such a nasty, nasty individual. And you've been being played the entire time, providing us with all kinds of hilarious clips. The joke's on you, Danny boy. We're not the one who's desperately lying to save our own lives. Freedoms. The last thing that you want is to go to jail as a sex offender and to have murdered 2 children. Won't you be just the talk of the town in every penitentiary, east to west? You'll be public enemy number 1. What are all your enablers and all of your besties going to do at that point? There'll be something. There'll be a reason. Oh, you're wrongfully convicted. Mm-hmm.
And her friends, she blocked her friends on my phone, and she blocked them on her own phone.
So how would you describe your relationship before the children went missing?
Yes. I don't really want to talk on that because I don't really want to talk on too much to do with Malaya. It's best that we don't.
Okay.
Oh, why? Why? I wonder why. For all those months leading up, you had such a big mouth in all of the ways that you wanted to point shade at her like she was responsible for doing this. Weren't you the one that told the CBC that you were going to go up with Meadow and visit her while she was in the penitentiary for kidnapping her own children in this circumstance, fuckface? That was in your first interview. Boy, oh boy. He's got a real sense of sanctity. He's just so happy. He's just playing a game. And he knows he's got all of the information that the RCMP need to put his ass away for the rest of his life. And it's just a matter of time before they get you to admit to everything, fuckface. It's going to come out of you, Danny. You're going to confess.
And so you mentioned that there were some accusations about your past drug use.
Mm-hmm.
I've read some things about it being drug use that week, the week the children went missing. Is there any truth to that?
No, I didn't have any drugs. And Major Crimes knows that. Or they would have, charged me with possession of drugs or drug paraphernalia.
No, they wouldn't have. They don't care whether or not you're a user. They do now in relation to the Jack and Lily case. No, this isn't a routine drug search. You called in the RCMP to help search for your kids that you said wandered off and into the bush. Both you and Malaya.
There was nothing at the house.
Wrong again, boy.
And they know that.
What is your history
They know
in terms
that-
of the drug use? What would you like to share, just to clear the air?
I did not have any drugs. People thought I was doing drugs during the search. Absolutely not. I don't owe it.
These are all the things that he feels that are so important to confront on the CBC. It just makes himself look that much dumber. You can sit there and deny all you want, you squeaky fuck. Everybody knows different.
Owe any drug dealers money. I don't owe anyone drugs. I'm not a drug dealer. I don't manufacture drugs.
The biggest sensitivity, the common denominator in all of those statements is the rugs. And yeah, you probably do owe Chase some money. Chance. Lays. Danny, you're out here in the public admitting that you'd take them every day. For extended periods, you microdose with the math. You're not going to lose your perspective on life, though, tweaker. You're not convincing. Look at him. Look at him in this fucking situation. Do you really think that you're going to lie yourself out of this? It's such a rarity that you find people involved in these circumstances so willing to get in front of a camera and lie and deceive in real time for seemingly no reason but just to lie. An innocent person doesn't have the need to do any sort of interviews. You could just ignore everything and go on with your life, just like Cody's doing. But you've got the need to be in front of this camera denying everything that you're so sensitive about. And that's just how out of control your substance abuse issue is. See, Malaya has came out, and this is evidence that's going to get used against you, Danny. She told us that you're a hardcore user. She found out the day she says that she was to be induced with Meadow. So for 2 years, she knew. Everybody knows your drug problems. But here you are still lying and denying. And you make it specific. That the particular search, yeah, we know Haley called your ass out. Absolutely, you were. Do you know how funny this is going to be when we get the RCMP video and watch this fight at the end of the driveway? With Haley and your mom and Logan. That was all about you. That was all about you and the fact that you were high AF, running around. Did you see a picture of yourself looking like Schmeagol in Lord of the Rings? Your eyes bugging out of your head? You had a big tar stain on your big front tooth there, your one tooth. Up for days, Danny. You're a tweaker, and you're sensitive about it.
Can't really speak on anything more than that, I
Those
guess.
have been all the accusations
Yeah.
made at you.
That I have, manufactured drugs.
That's all you could think
sell
of.
them. I give them to people to sell. It's
There was
crazy.
no drug party that night.
No, there was no drug party. There was no leaving during the middle of the night. When we pulled into the yard on Thursday afternoon, it would have been about 3:50 or just right before 4 o'clock. The vehicle did not move till the next morning until I got in it and then went searching for Lily and Jack that morning when Malay was on dispatch or contacted dispatch.
How have all of these allegations impacted you?
At the start, it didn't bother me because they're obviously all not true. basically anyone can just go on there and say whatever they want without any recourse at all. And over time, it started to get to me because it's just constant, right? I tried to keep up on it all and tried to, tell everyone the truth.
No, dude. From the beginning, it didn't bother you. It's always bothered you. It's hilarious. Calling your bullshit out is a pleasure because you're such an open, blatant fucking liar, dude. And considering you're doing it on the backs of Jack and Lily, it's even more important that more people do it. It's a whole thing now. But now, all of a sudden, it's starting to get to you. You can turn it off at any point. You can disengage from all of this stuff that is hurting your feelings so bad. None of it. We're all like talking to barnyard animals out here. Well, why are you engaged in any of it? You're an innocent individual in all of this. Everybody knows it apparently. So why the fuck are you even around?
Truth and correct everyone, but it was just too much. When those groups start to get so large and there's thousands and thousands of comments and thousands of questions every day, it's too much. And then you have YouTube creators, they just go on and, they basically become delusional. They have their mob and they look to destroy, or they're completely obsessed with me
Seek and
the
destroy.
case.
Yeah, I mean, what have you learned about the true crime community?
Yeah, exactly. All the words that we use about you and your little fucking gang of goons. You, Kent, Durwood, Janie, Wolfie, Robbie Haynes. Yeah, obsessed. We know exactly what you're talking about. That's exactly how you like to mimic it. And all of your sock accounts that can't stay out of the YouTube live chats. It's even in your mind in front of the CBC. You couldn't even come out with a real reason how it affected you negatively. What did you expect? Oh, thank God Daniel's here to straighten out any questions we might have in a situation he doesn't know anything about. Well, thank you very much. Absolutely deflection. What an absolute joke. Flawed logic. There's no possible way you're selling this to anybody. You've done fucked up.
That it's absolutely vicious, and I said this word a lot, but obsessive. And it's a lot of those creators in the true crime community, it's like basically, talking to like a barnyard animal, I guess you could say. They don't add any value other than just being there.
Do you feel at this point things are getting worse? Or has it eased up at any point?
The community it's becoming more aggressive with their conspiracies and theories due to my lack of engagement online. I've received numerous death threats and major crimes.
Oh, whoa. Because of his lack of engagement. Oh, people are getting mad at you and slinging. Oh my God, it's just everybody else's fault. God, just creating him such a catastrophe in his own life. You can disengage at any point. You can turn off your gear. You can turn the power off on your TV, your mom's TV, even the one that you're going to have in commissary. You can watch true crime in jail, hopefully there, Danny. And I want you to make sure that you tune into this channel.
Notified me on that, and, they're working hard to basically get them under control and find out who's doing them.
How are these death threats coming in?
I get them daily on my phone. That's a normal thing, but
sure, why don't you give your number out?
I was aware of them. I'm not sure if they came in for tips, call-ins, or some other way, but they didn't want to dive into that. They're pretty limited on.
Oh yeah, we don't want to dive into where your death threats are coming from. Oh hey Danny, you got some death threats coming in on the phone that we gave you. Somebody that you gave your number to is threatening your life, Danny, but we don't want to tell you who it is. Can't really talk about it. Kind of like that dude who came by and stole all kinds of shit out of Janie's trailer that she didn't want to itemize or list, but she wanted us to believe Bradley Wong was the perpetrator. Oh yeah, I get them every day. It's just an everyday thing now. People threatening my life on the RCMP's line. Don't want to tell me who it is. They're busy. They can't really say too much. Got to keep it hush-hush.
What they can tell me about any of it. I mean, basically because, they don't want me to get worried and everything like that, but pretty serious stuff, I guess.
Well,
How are you doing?
They couldn't be taking the threats all that seriously if they don't want to tell you where or who it's coming from. Now, how do they expect you to protect yourself? Heaven's sakes, Danny. That doesn't make any sense, does it, Wolfie?
Dealing with that?
I'm dealing pretty well with it because, nothing really scares me in that aspect. It's been 8 months and
Yeah. There's nothing good to say. Oh, we had all kinds of good things to say about the individuals that were talking about your predicament online. Now it's all a waste of time. So there shouldn't be any problem then. Then you should have no reason to even be around anymore, should you? But somehow people are interrupting old Danny. How did the two intersect? He is so full of shit, Sweet Tea.
don't really put much thought into where much, I don't recognize it as, having any impact on my life personally. But I imagine a lot of individuals are probably scared for me, I guess, because, they care about me. But for me personally,
no, that's not true
I
either.
just see it as another rock that skips off the water. There still is, people with big hearts out there and open minds, but they're not on there posting. But I do have loyal supporters, and I appreciate every single one of them.
Yeah, there you got a shout out, Wolfie. Hey, Kent and Durwood, that little group. He's identifying them right there. Oh, this little group of supporters. Oh, goddamn. Friends, we're going to leave it here. We're going to be back tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining, my friends. I'm going to leave you with a little G-Funk. I think.
Okay, on that.